Hi, ito si Direk Boboy, tagahatid sa inyo ng Kwentong Pinoy. Please like, share, and subscribe. Pag-isipan natin, ang isang painting ba ay palamuti lang? Pagpaganda lang ng bahay o dapat ba may pahiwatig ito? Subukan po natin sagutin. Puntahan po natin, lalakad po tayo ng kaunti sa dulo ng Alfonso malapit sa makasaysayang bayan ng Maragondon, Cavite. Pupuntahan natin ang studio ni Emmanuel o Manny Garibay, isa sa mga paborito kong artists. Pag nakita nyo ang kanyang trabaho, kayo ay maaanod sa reflection. Hindi lang sa sarili, kundi sa kapwa, lalo na tayong mga Pilipino. Halika, pasyal tayo. Umaga, nang pumunta kami sa 5-hectare property ni Manny Garibay. Natsyempohan namin na nilalagay na niya ang mga final touches para sa kanyang darating na major show sa isang major, if not the biggest, art exhibit in the country, ang Art Fair Philippines, na for the first time ay gaganapin sa Ayala Triangle. Ang title ng exhibit ni Garibay ay Dambana. Sa aking humble observation, binubuno muli ni Manny sa kanyang mga obra ang isang recurring o kahit na dominant theme in his works, ang magkakambal na faith at faith na nagpapagalaw sa ating lahat. Faith o paniniwala o minsan ay pagkagapos sa isang mataas na kapangyarihan. Ang faith o ang ating katayuan o patutunguhan sa buhay dahil na rin sa presensya o pagdiin ng mga powers na nasabi. Una namin napag-usapan ang version ni Manny Garibay sa gawa ni Leonardo da Vinci, isang manlilikha at henyo na nabuhay sa Italy noong 1400s. Ito ang Vitruvian Man. Pinatong ni Manny ang muka ni Jose Rizal, who we idolized as a hero. Sa iba pa nga, si Rizal ay isang santo o deity. Lumulutang ang figura sa mga kasulatan ni Pilosopong Tasio sa nobelang Noli Me Tangere. Si Pilosopong Tasio ay tinuring na sobra sa katalinuhan, kanya buang. Ito ang pinaka-apex ng Dambana sa Art Fair, kung saan binibigyan ni Manny ng Filipino point of view ang man's quest for the ideal and for perfection.
I suppose it's very disturbing in some ways to see Jose Rizal naked, parang fully naked, yung ganon. Having been accustomed to seeing him, overdressed. Imagine Jose Rizal in a trench coat in a tropical country, I don't know why we decided that Jose Rizal should be a foreigner in our land, yung ganon. Pero this is not just merely the statement of being local, but the whole idea of representing the full figure of Jose Rizal in this manner, muscular and parang representing the perfection of human proportions, is basically the whole idea of trying to make people rediscover the ideals of the classical period, which represents the pursuit for the highest ideals of humanity in order to attain fulfillment, completion, or perfection. No? Yung ganon. So it's that striving that matters most as a basis for, or as a basis in defining why we exist, kung bakit tayo nabubuhay. We always work towards progressive improvement of ourselves.
Sa loob ng dambana ay isa pang malaking painting na nakikita ang bahagi ng cross kung saan nakaupo ang dalawang mama na walang saplot.
This is my attempt to represent three major stages in history. The pre-modern, which is represented by the aging figure of Christ, no? Na parang almost begging to be affirmed, to be recognized, to be accepted. No? Nakikiusap siya, yung ganon. Yung modernity, which is parang represented by that figure na parang modernity representing the centrality of empirical observation, truth based on evidence and reason. No? And yet, in spite of that, still remains unconvinced, seemingly unconvinced, no? Which is basically the general attitude represented by postmodernism, no? Which is also represented in the manner by which the cross now has lost the portrayal, the aura of the sacred.
Bahagi nito ang 14 Stations of the Cross, kung saan nakalarawan ang mga ordinaryong Pilipino na tila biktima ng sistema o preso ng kanilang sariling pag-iisip. Tayo po yan. Halimbawa ito.
They all seem to be in a state of hypnosis. No? Parang namamangha sila na hindi na nila alam kung anong gagawin. So these are, in a rather comic way, portrayals of the many things that are dysfunctional, or that's dysfunctional about our society, its history, its the current condition that's going on. So like in this case, this is a commentary about our state of being miseducated, no? Yung ganon. Which, in my view, accounts mainly for our state of backwardness, why we are so parang dependent on the whims of our politicians.
O kaya ito.
Nalulunod ka na sa baha, kailangan mo pa rin iligtas yung pangunahing interes mo sa buhay, yung bisyo. No?
Sa loob din ng dambana ay isa namang malaking painting ng Muse of the Arts na mahimbing na natutulog. Ang Muse ay supposed to be kung saan nagbubukal ang inspirasyon sa paglikha o pagganap. Ayon sa Greek standards, may 9 na muses: sa pagpipinta, sa pagsasayaw, sa pag-awit at pagtula, at iba pa.
The mother of the muses, her name is Mnemosyne, no? And it actually means memory. So yung mga muses, these are the muses, no? There's supposed to be 9 of them. They're not moving. The muses are known to be dancers, no? So sumasayaw sila lagi. They appear to be at a loss as to anong gagawin natin, no? They don't know what they're supposed to be doing. Are they supposed to dance or what? Parang wala. And then they're in a state of confusion, and they're not relating with each other. They're looking in different directions. None of them is relating with each other because memory is asleep, mnemosyne, nakatulog. And when there is that loss of connection to memory, you don't know what to do. So, well, obviously this is an allusion, a metaphor to the state of culture that we are going through at present as a nation.
Bilang pagpupugay, bahagi naman ng Muse of the Arts ang mga Filipino artists and performers in recent past na tila pinaliguan ng inspirasyon ng mga kani-kaniyang muse. Pero, giit ni Manny,
I'm sure many of those who will see them are no longer familiar with who they are. So parang tipong masyadong diretsong parang it's like making them realize that they have been disconnected. Wala silang connection in terms of who these people are, who were very much instrumental in helping shape the art and cultural landscape of the nation, which appears to be in shambles.
Manny combined paintings with found objects o assemblage. Sa pagpasok mo sa dambana ni Manny, ang mga ito ang bubungad sa iyo. Mga vertical canvas depicting 4 persons. Ang nobelistang J.R.R. Tolkien, ang psychoanalyst na si Sigmund Freud, si Mark Zuckerberg ng Facebook, at si Elon Musk ng X. Hayaan niyo po akong tawagin silang mind-benders. Pakinggan natin ang ilang obserbasyon ni Manny tungkol sa 4.
Sila yung nagre-represent of the power of art and storytelling and newer forms by which yung our minds can be influenced and eventually controlled. There are subtle, undeclared aspects of the narratives that show the superiority of who the West is. In other words, the white. Parang he is credited as the father of propaganda and modern advertising. So his name is Edward Bernays. So he's the guy who says that soda drink, like Coca-Cola and cigarette, are actually health products. And the people believed him. For the longest time, they were consuming these products with the thought na it actually enhances their health. Yung ganon. So, mga ganon na parang isipin mo, all in the name of profit. He is also very much intervening, not just in the political affairs of the United States, pero sa buong mundo. So, nakikialam na siya sa mga politics in Germany, in the UK, and so many other places. So, it appears that this guy is heavily invested. The outcome of the political affairs in those strategic countries. And that's why he participates also in affecting the way people perceive the leaders, especially in parang influencing the outcomes of elections. Facebook becomes the main instrument that's actually making life so difficult for most young people because they have to constantly curate the way they project themselves in public. So there's so much pressure to be perfect in the eyes of people who will validate them Yung ganon. So, it's a platform that really encourages people to be phony.
By afternoon, heto na ang kabuuan ng pinto ng show ni Manny na dambana. Nakamount sa pair of antique doors. Para talaga siyang gateway to the old and the new, the classic and the modern, the local and the universal. Overwhelming, ano po. At nilagyan niya ng common element, mga burial jars. Saan nga ba tayo lahat tutungo? Manny Garibay is a very prolific painter. Masasabi mo nga relentless. He has had more than 50 one-man shows at nakalibot na siya ng buong mundo. Mukha ngang palaging puyat. Hindi naman siguro sa kaiisip ko ano yung susunod niyang ipipinta dahil this is second nature to him. Siguro sa kaiisip din ng pinag-umpog na faith and faith at kung papaano ilarawan ang push and pull nito. Si Manny was born in Cotabato, grew up in Davao, nag-aral ng kolehiyo sa Manila. Ang tatay niya, pastor, ang nanay niya, scientist. Manny took up sociology, fine arts, theology. So, napaka-interesting, no? Paano makita kung paano niya pagdugtungin o baliin ang mga punto de vista sa journey na ito. So, interested ba? So, puntahan nyo ang kanyang dambana sa Art Fair Philippines sa Ayala Triangle. Meantime, please stick to my channel para makakita kayo ng mga bagong lutong pananaw tungkol sa arts and culture, travel, and food. Again, guys, thank you very much.